Hello, everyone. Football's back. We've been saying this for a while, with one little exception, I suppose, because the football's really back. We're so happy to see Bundesliga restart after such a long break because we're just craving football. We just missed the game, and we absolutely had to see it. And although Bundesliga has delivered, I think in many ways without the supporters, there've been some wonderful games so far. I'm not just talking about the Bayern Munich against the Borussia Dortmund because there's been just as many games with the smaller teams that I thought the level of play was wonderful. The problem we have right now that everyone's coming back online. You're going to see La Liga pretty soon. You're going to see Serie A as well. All the major leagues, the Premier League, of course, some will think it's the most important, are coming back. Not to mention that at some stage, Major League Soccer is going to come in, and all hosts of leagues as well. The Polish Ekstraklasa started today, so. All of a sudden, you may feel like you'd want to quarantine right now because it's going to feel that way because there's so many games to be made up. I saw the schedule of Premier League today. It's absolutely incredible. I mean, when you look at the games that have to be made up for the rest of the season, when you look at the FA Cup, it's just crazy. So all these leagues, like normal, they're going to overlap. The difference is that all these games are going to be put in such a short period of time that you might find yourself actually going crazy. You're almost going to wish that the football was being played and you still were quarantined and you still didn't have to go to work somehow, right? My advice to you is don't watch the bad games. Don't let it affect your life because right now, as we know it, the the summer's off. It may have been off anyway because in the normal times there would have been European Championships. That's a little bit different, right? I mean, if the times were normal, you have one of the greatest competitions out there played in front of fans. You could celebrate. You could go outside. You could watch in the bars, right? That's much different. We're talking now still watching the best in the world playing in front of zero supporters, and there are going to be some bad games. Do not feel obligated to watch that. Now, even for me, well, I mean, it's different because I may be forced to watch a lot of games because that's my job. But even I think I'm going to be a lot more selective, more so than I've been, because it's going to be impossible to see all the games. If you look at Premier League, they've changed the way they show the games, and you're not going to have the time slot where you normally have three, four, five games. Now you can be watching, depending on where you are, regardless where you are in the world, every hour of the day, 24/7, really, with all the games. So I think for your sanity, for the quality of your life, for your family, I think you got to be smart here because let's face it. I mean, those games are nowhere near or will be nowhere near as good as they normally will be. As I mentioned, no supporters. Most of the leagues are done. France is done anyway. I mean, they're not playing, although Paris Saint-Germain would have won. Bayern Munich, yeah, it's not official, but that's done. Bundesliga, it's done. There's going to be some interesting games for the Champions League spots all over the place and all that in relegation, but pick him. Pick the right ones. Don't feel to watch two or three games that are just big names, even though there's no meaning, because it's just not going to be the sort of quality and entertainment and excitement that you'd normally see. So I was just thinking about that, how to go about that, speaking to my friends, speaking to everybody that's going to cover the game. And the games are going to come thick and fast. It's going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, multiple games that normally we'd be looking at and saying, might be something to it. No, don't kid yourself. On any given day, there's going to be maybe one, maybe two at the very best games that you'd say to yourself, this could be quality. Even though there are absolutely no fans, there's going to be zero atmosphere in the game, right? Do I stay home all day long to watch that because Premier League is back? It's going to be interesting. Well, anyway, food for thought. I'm not sure. I will likely watch most, but because it's impossible to watch them all, I'll be picky as well and only watch the games that I'm going to have to talk about or that pertain to my job. But for you, still use this time to go outside and do whatever you have to do, and don't feel like you are a slave to the game. Well, I don't know. Hopefully, you let me know what do you think about that. in the comments field. Take care for now.